Hi everyone, Relic Gamer, and I'm back with a new video. And this one you'll probably enjoy because, well, it's in the thumbnail. It's about the Steam Deck. I got it Tuesday. It was a few bumps in the road getting it to my location. Took about an extra 5 days, which was really weird. FedEx gave it a tour of Chicago in 4 different neighborhoods before they decided to send it out, which was kind of bizarre. And I heard other people were dealing with that, but it made it. And there's some interesting things that you might know, and maybe you don't know. Some bigger YouTubers have not received theirs yet, and it's not because Relic Gamer is some big YouTuber or that I had some inside link to Valve. It's just that there are some things about pre-ordering these that a person like me got it before they did. And that has to do with the fact that I've got the 64 gig basic model, which was by choice. All the other people that tried to get theirs, they pre-ordered just the same time I did, probably immediately. And because of that model, the highest end one, the one with the honed glass and the 512 gigabyte internal drive and the limited edition case that it came with, those people got pushed out, I think, a little further. It was already kind of known that it wouldn't be getting theirs at launch. So no, Relic does not have an inside loop on Valve. I don't know Gabe, Noel, or anything like that. But I did buy this one on purpose because I didn't feel the $600 price tag was worth it. And I'll tell you for a few reasons. One, the hone glass was not necessary to me. And I know a lot of you are probably thinking, well, yeah, but it has a lot of glare. And you're right, it does. But there's a problem with having something like that you're using as your top surface of on a mobile device. We all know what happens with things. They get scratched, they get dinged, things happen. It's portable. Having that as my only surface when I'm moving around with something mobile is a little scary to me, especially at the cost of these things. So I always put a protective cover on them, whether it's a tempered glass on my cell phone or it's on my Switch, anything. Now, I have a Vita and I never put anything like that on it, and over the years it's gotten a few little scratches in it. Nothing too major, but I don't play it or take it as much as I should. I do with my Switch, and I do with my cell phone, and I've broken a few of the tempered glass covers on my phone. So is my wife. So to me, this device should, I feel, just for my feeling better, I feel it needs to have a protective cover on it of some sort. And that kind of goes into the whole reason why it's unnecessary to worry about the honed glass, because just like this Switch OLED, it has that same shiny surface, but as you'll notice, it has a protective cover on it, and it does pretty much exact same thing that you would find on the hone glass on the Steam Deck. And I'll even show you here, like, what it looks like. You know, because some people will say, well, yeah, but it's not going to look as good because it's transferring through an adhesive layer. And I don't think that's really diminishing the quality. There. See? And it's out of focus, so what you're seeing there is not the resolution is not like that through this lens. But you get an idea of how rich the colors still look. So to me, it's not that big of a deal. They both have similar resolution screens, and I use that as a comparison. The other thing, 512, not enough for me, man. My computer, my Xbox, all my devices have extra drives because I don't like having to hop load and unload games. I have certain games I go back to and I play repeatedly. There are some games that I do load, and then when I'm finished, I take them off. But there are certain games I just never do. They're repeated play games. So, no further ado, I know you're eager. You've probably seen it before, though. Here it is. And yes, it's got smudges, and that's why the glass looks, it looks like I got stuff on it, but it's mostly just dust, a few fingerprints. But there it is, the Steam Deck. Okay, for starters, here it is, the case. That's all I'm going to show you for today. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it has these cool indentations, and pretty much only this console can fit into this bag. And you would go, well, where do you put the cord? That seems ridiculous. Well, they have this thing here where you can lift this up and put the cord in there. But anyway, I wanted to start with that. There's the case. It's pretty cool. Now, for what you're here to really look at is the Steam Deck. And here you can see there is some glare there, and I'm sorry about that. This is some of the games I play. I pre-ordered a 512 gigabyte SD card. Playing Mad Max, I had no issues with anything. It takes a little longer to load in, but it's not anything unusual. And I'm going to just start with Mad Max, because Mad Max is the one kind of AAA style game I have on here right now. And my replacement card should be here soon, so I can load more games into it. I will be putting a 1 terabyte SSD drive in this in the future, so I will do a video on that in the future, but I am waiting to see what other people are doing, just so I don't destroy mine. It does look really nice, and it plays really well. I know there's been some controversy about the performance, but I will tell you, the performance is really good. Now, I think I have the volume. No, I don't. So I'm going to turn it all the way up. And if you guys like this kind of stuff from me, let me know in the chat, in the comments. Let me know down below if you want to see this thing do anything else. If there's certain games that you would like me to test out, let me know. Now, let me show you this. You can use this to move around. Now, if you come over here, you can see the performance. You can kind of move it up and check to see what your performance is running at. Right now I am running at 60 FPS. You can see it right here. And then the temperature right now is running around 51 Celsius, but when I start playing it, it gets up to like into the 70s. So that's been one of the things I've been kind of concerned about. But for now, I'm going to take it down to just so you see the number up there. And then the other thing I'm going to do is I press this to get into the settings, and I'll just kind of give you a rundown of what, no, not autosave, come on. Go down to graphics. And if you take a look what I'm set it at, I got it at 1280 at 800. And then I got everything else on high, but I don't, they actually have other, ones like this one here. You can run it right here. You can go up to very high. And so I'll do that for now. And let's just try that out. Now you can kind of see how it's looking when I'm moving around. And I'll go ahead and hop into the car here. I'll try to keep the glare down. I'm really not trying to take these guys out. I'm in so early into this game that this car I have isn't that great. You see, now I got to get out of the car. So there's that. I'm going to stop it there. I'm sure, I know it's not an OLED screen, but it does look really good. Now, do you guys hear that? It actually sounds like my other game is playing in the background. Okay, let's... How is it doing that? It's because it's running both games at the same time. Look at that! Isn't that something? This thing can actually play two games at the same time. Okay, that is so crazy. This is actually playing two games at the same time. That is so bizarre, man. Expect the two games to be running simultaneously. So that's something I will have to keep in mind. But yeah, and any questions you have, put them in the comments. The performance-wise, these are all the same. They all have the same screens. They all have the same hardware except for storage, and one having a this screen being honed. But other than that, they're the same thing. I hope you enjoyed this video. I will do more in the future. Thank you.